Hello, everyone. Welcome to my 12 Weeks of Christmas um, series. I'm meant to be on YouTube, but I have come on Facebook because I have had loads of trouble trying to get onto YouTube, and I thought it's better that I'm somewhere than nowhere. So, apologies for the delay because of the technical difficulties. I did try to get through um, several ways, but I was having many issues. So, I'm going to do it on Facebook and then I'll upload it to YouTube, and hopefully by next week, I would have this sorted out and we can be back on YouTube. And but you get to enjoy it on Facebook today. I will share this onto my paper crafting basics and beyond group as well, so you can the members there can enjoy as well. So just give me a second while I do that. But thank you for joining me, and let me know if you are joining me, where you're from, and how your day has been. Have you been enjoying the footy? I didn't watch any of it. Did your team win? I, if you have been supporting, I know who won, but I don't really follow the footy. But maybe you're. I know someone down the street is having a party. We can hear the music, so that's you may be having some friends over. But you can always catch the replay, and if you're catching the replay, let me know as well. So this is the first in our series of take on 12 days of Christmas, but this will take you 12 weeks. Every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. But from next week, tonight we're changing to daylight savings. So Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, we will be changing. Will be coming to you at 7:30 on a Saturday night. I'll be sharing with you different Christmas themed projects. So by the 12th one will be probably just a week prior to Christmas or so. So it's getting very near to Christmas. So hopefully this will help you get prepared for the festive season, and so you're not rushing around too much. I've got a fanciful card for you today, and it's quite a simple creation, but it's a bit of a surprise element as well. I have some examples to show you, but you can, or we will prepare the elements first, then I'll share with you how to create the fancy fold, how to put it together, and you can have fun creating along with me if you like. You will need a basic card, a base card base of a half an A4, so 14.8. Let me show you what I mean. Just one like that, and scored in half, right? 14.8 by 21. Let me just give you the definite measurements. Yes, and so then you score it there, and you will need a piece of, I would say go with basic white for now, 14.3 by 29 centimeters. So a card base, if you want to craft along with me, get a card base of 14.8 by 21 centimeters, just a regular half an A4 sheet, and it can be scored in half, that's fine. And a piece of basic white or very vanilla, whatever matches your designer series paper that you will be using. That piece of basic white or very vanilla will have to be 14.3 centimeters by 29 centimeters. I'll give you a couple of minutes to get that together. You will also need a trimmer and a scoreboard, or your trimmer with your scoring blade. That will work fine. And I will be using today the Winter Meadow Designer Series paper. So let me know who's watching with me. Ask any questions as we go along as well. I will show you where it is in the catalog. So it's on. So you will get the Winter Meadow Suite from pages 36 to 37. The spread is on. Got some pretty embellishments, a lovely little stamp set and a die set. It's a bundle, which you'll see it says bundle savings when he purchases a bundle at 10% saving. Also got some ribbon. It's got some specialty paper with it as well, which I'll show you. I forgot about that, and I think I'll show you that. So that's one sheet. It's pretty sparkly. And then you've got another sheet. And that's the specialty paper that's in that suite. I will show you the designer series paper. It is really nice, pretty paper. So it's 12 by 12 paper. And these are the sheets. Really, I think soft and pretty. Some Christmas trees in the background. This you could just cut into, like if you cut it vertically. Let me just move that camera up a little bit. You might be able to see better. Just cut it on the vertical, and you could just get card fronts and then just put some sentiment. So it's got like a nice scenic paper there. I think this is probably one of my favorites. Really lovely sheet there. This one has got the very real watercolored look. The all the sheets are. This is lovely too. So really, it goes with the stamp set. Let me pull it up. Yeah. So the coordination is there with the stamp set there. So the reverse is my just a watercolored finish, which you could use, and you could stamp on it even, so you can get more out of it. In the sense, it's simpler paper. You could use, so no designs as such, but yeah, a good range there. And I've got a sample of my card, which I've done with, and I've got another one which I'll show you, with the Berry Cute bundle. Now this is the card we're going to be making, but we'll be using it with this designer series paper. And it opens up like this, right? So it's like it creates those little steps, and you can decorate the inside how you like, but we'll just do some basic decorating with that. And yeah, so that's what we're doing today. So what I have for the elements of my card, I'm just going to have some basic white, and I'm going to be using, so I'm more concentrating at the moment for the inside of how I'll decorate the inside as well. But I thought I'll do, because of the paper I'm going to be using this particular piece and some of these to decorate the card. And I wanted to use, I thought the bird went really well from this this particular set, which is from last year. Now I have some already stamped, but I'm going to stamp it in Pebbled Park ink, which I think, oh no, I thought I pulled it out, but I haven't. So in Pebbled Park ink. So I made a variation of this card, but not this particular one. getting all the bits and pieces. Purple part is like a little bit grayish and thing. We have this a bit gray and brown. Then I've got a little house. That's from the Ringed with Nature stamp set. Pulling from these colors, I'm probably gonna go with maybe a pebbled path house. We'll go with the base house. And this has to be fussy cut. I might bring in my, you know what's missing? My piercing mat to give me a better stamp. I'm going to do it just above it. And I'll tell you why I don't do on the reverse. Normally I'd stamp on the reverse, but in this case I'm not going to do that because you can see the reverse when you stick it down. And for the roof, maybe that's blueberry bushel. So or do we go? We'll try blueberry bushel maybe. So I've got a few elements done, and then we'll do some die cutting after we assemble. And I'll stamp them separately, and then I'll cut it. Okay. All right, so with your scoring board, with your trimmer or scoring board, whatever you've got, the trimmer probably work because it's more odd numbers and things, but it doesn't matter what you've got. So your basic white card is 14.3 by 29 centimeters. So you're going to go on the long side and you're going to score at, so extend the arm, pull that out, and you're going to start scoring. So this is your cutting blade, and use the scoring blade, which is the gray or the lighter gray. So the first score line is at 7 centimeters. The next one is at 9.5 centimeters. So 7 and 9.5. The next one is at 12. Okay, 12. I nearly did it wrong. 7, 9.5, 12. Then it's 14.5. So we're going up in 2.5 increments. Then 17, 19.5, and 22. If you can see that, 22. So the score lines at 7, 9.5, 12, 14.5, 17, 19.5, and 22 centimeters. All right, so we're going to score, get our bond folder and burnish those folds. So this one is going to be a valley fold. We did this at our team meeting last, it wasn't a team meeting. I have with our team. We have a team meeting once a month and a crafting get together once a month. And we did this at our crafting get together, which is online, so anyone can join from wherever they are. And so this was the card we did. So the next one is going to be a mountain fold. And then next one's going to be a valley fold. All right, so getting that. And you're having your mountain, valley, mountain, valley. So mountain, valley, mountain, valley. It is a fairly bulky card. Just got a bit of I'm not sure whether that will come off because I had some ink or something on my bone folder. You probably saw that. That's okay. We'll do some blending or something. I'm just going back the other way just to flatten it because it's quite bulky when it fold it. So that's the basic fold. Now I'm just going to try and see what we can do with that blending. So I've cut out some designer series paper. Now this is optional. You could leave it as is, or you can, if you wanted to, ink blend, stamp on these. I'll show you one where I've stamped. But I thought this designer series paper was quite pretty, and thought adding it would just add a little bit of extra interest. I'm going to blend a little bit of pebble pot only to camouflage that mark that I got there. And that and I'm just going to have to do that only because, yeah, I've just got a bit of that. That's easy enough to do. So just rolling my blending brush over that, taking a lot of that color out. And I could even do a bit of stamping, but we'll see. Honestly, don't know what that mark was. All right, and we'll go back this way. So it doesn't look as noticeable. Now we'll start gluing these down a bit. So whatever bits and pieces you've got are fine. So I basically, no, I'm going to use the other side actually. And I'm going to take that. I want to use this side because I have got the plane there, and I thought plane up there, and I might put a mat of pool party perhaps over there. Yeah. I've cut that a little bit short because it's meant to be 13.8 and I cut it at 12.8. I can use that on another card, but that's okay. All right, so we're just going to stick this. These are the trees, but once you put that down, you can't tell whether they're upside down or anything like that. But there's a deer somewhere here, so we'll make sure he's right side up. You can see his legs there, just there. But I think once you put everything together, it does not matter. Now, let's put this one here. And you could just leave it, or if you wanted to, only on the front. I think I've cut for the back as well. So I've done the reverse as well. Just a way to use up your papers and your scraps. This wasn't scraps, mind you. This was one of my a freshly cut sheet. But this is I think one of my favorite papers in the catalog, the Christmas catalog. There's the other half of our deer. You can barely tell because it's that watercolored look right there. Okay, and this one, maybe I'll take this side. So this is two centimeters by 13.8. So we've got 6 strips there. All right. Hi, Del. Good to see you. So for this, I'm going to recut because I cut that short. So that's okay. So I'm using the reverse of this. So it's 13.8 by 6.5. So 13.8. So you we have the inches and the centimeters up there. 13.8 by 6.5. So I've gone down to 13 because 6.5 twice over. I wonder whether this is where I made my mistake. 6.5. That's better. So these two pieces go here. Now, if you wanted to, you can leave the one bit empty for you to write. So make sure like this section is a lighter color. So this, you could still write on it. It's light enough because that's the space where you're going to write. Or you could put a die cut in between. You could even continue like that. That's another option. Friend of mine did the whole piece. This instead of the cardstock, she did it all in designer series paper, and that looked really nice too. Oh, look at that deer. Oh, kind of feel bad covering it up, don't you? So I just wanted some variation there. That's why I did it like that. So we've got our inside done. I mean, the basic. But I will decorate it. So our card base is pebbled path. So just a basic card base. So how you can attach this is just there, and it's just gonna crunch up and stick there, and there will be quite a bulk up there. All right, but it does fit in a regular envelope. It's just you probably have to pay. If you're posting it, it'll be a bit excess postage because it's just bulky, maybe. So then that, what I like to do is just go really, and then those colors are very soothing, the pebble path and the paper. So same distance, and then I just make sure I can close it. So I'll show you that as we go. My first card, I didn't put designer series paper strips in between. I just stamped and blended ink on that. So what you do, so that's what you see the bulk there. That's what you have. Then it's a cute little like a surprise element. Now we're going to die cut. I'm just gonna, should I fussy cut or should I die cut? I'm thinking maybe I'll die cut. The bird, and I'll die cut him before I color him in. Then I've also got some trees. I just thought I'll add from the, this is from the Merriest Trees bundle, but it's, I think it's just like the base, like the, but it's a little tree. So I'm just going to die cut 3 of them. So I will run that through our machine. I didn't do anything prior because I thought, oh, sometimes it's nice to see what gets done at the time. Because if I do everything earlier, you don't know what's going on. So this is an easy fun fold in that sense. I told you I'm not into the extremely complicated ones. I'll do it if I'm pressed and I have to, but I'm a simple fun fold person. If you want a catalog and you haven't got one, please let me know. If you haven't got anyone who actually supplies you with one, I'll send you out one. I figured like there's some basics you need with Christmas. You need something with trees. Kind of need something with stars. Maybe some snowflakes. If you don't like snowflakes, that's fine. But because Australia, some people don't like snowflakes. But it's just like those traditional things. Then while I've got this out, I'm going to do some embossing as well. I might as well. So we don't need that plate. I've got the Merry Melody because we're doing the birds. I thought the bird would be nice with the Merry Melody embossing folder. Okay, I need a piece of cardstock. I had one. It's just 4 centimeters by something or other. 13.8, let me cut something. I'll find it after my live. Oh no, here it is. No, that's something else. It's like a magic envelope. Let me see. Just wondering whether to do it in white or pool party. Let's see. I think white will provide a nice contrast. And don't scream, I'm just going to cut into a new piece of cardstock. One. So I've got a pool party mat to go with this designer series paper. And I thought that'll contrast nicely with the pebbled part. There's garden green, but I was iffy about that. So 4 by 13.8. I'm going to emboss that. I'll just do it a touch over, just in case the embossing folder goes a bit, makes it a bit smaller. Are you a garden green fan? I like it in small doses. Sometimes it can be quite strong. So, Merry Melody. So even though you insert it this way, it's actually, this is upside down. So just make sure that when you are adding it to your project, that you put it right way up. No, I don't need that. I don't think. It's the wrong sandwich, guys. I need this one. So if you're joining in just now, we're making, I have no idea what this is called. I've just called it like an accordion center fancy fold because it's like an accordion inside. All right. So for our music notes like this, we'll stick this onto this. And if you want to get a tutorial, this little ant here, seriously. Want to get a tutorial each week, I send out a newsletter with a tutorial, so that's something you may like to subscribe to. And I'm just going to put that there. It's a touch over, but I can get away with that. All right, now we're just going to color our bird, which we stamped before in Pebbled Path. I've got a mix of stamping blends. I've got some shaded spruce, which I kind of picked up in here. It's possibly Pool Party, maybe, but I've just not Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, but I've gone with shaded spruce, a light version. Pool Party. I've got some Misty Moonlight. So that's Misty Moonlight. That's Boho Blue. The blues sometimes are hard to tell apart, some of the blues. So that's Boho Blue, and that's my Pool Party. And I've just got a light one of that, and some crumb cake. I've got some light crumb cake there. Or maybe, no, I'll leave it at that for now. All right, so we're just going to start with light Pool Party. I'm just coloring in just with light strokes along the feathers here, and go up like this, and kind of following those lines and the little markings of the bird. So here is going to, this part's going to be a lighter around its belly, and all that's going to be the lighter shading. So I just have a very light touch here. Then I'm just going to bring in some light crumb cake, and I'm using my the bullet, the finer points there. My preference, I start generally with the lighter color if I'm doing anything. Drag that, and I'll bring in my brush tip. This brush tip has seen better days, but sometimes, weirdly enough, I prefer when it's like that. It just gives me that nice feathered look, and I do prefer when it goes a bit funny. Now I'm going in with my darker Pool Party, and down there I'm going to add a bit more color, and along that wing I'm just adding more shading, because you're going to get some shadow there. Oops, he flew away. I'll bring in a bit of color in there. Now with our shaded spruce, this is light shaded spruce. So again, just a little bit darkness here. And I'll bring in my brush tip, because you're gonna, I'll go back with some color just to blend it all in. It's a bit of toing and froing when you do with stamping blends, or with any, even watercolor pencils, anything like that. You just need to just have a bit of patience and work with it. I might not use all these colors. It's just I had them there just for sometimes you need to work with things. This is a dark Pool Party, so I'm going back with it. And now I'm just defining that wing. And so we've got a bit more clarity there. And this is light pool party. For the beak, I will probably go with the dark pool party. I'm extending that with a bit of shaded spruce under. Now with my crumb cake, I'm going to add just a bit of shading along there. I think we're done. I'm just trying to be, you can color it more or less, whatever you like. And you'll see my other bird I colored was probably completely different, but just yeah, I'm just going to add a bit more shading here so it blends in a bit. Oops. And that's where I'll bring my color lifter, because that wasn't quite how I planned it, but we can work it in. So the color lifter helps you blend, and also it helps you pick up color and sort of lift where you want some light. But in this case, I might pull some color out, and I can always add some color there. And I use this also with my watercolor pencils. I know they're different mediums, but I use it for my watercolor pencils, and because I don't want that so stark. By just bringing in a bit of light pool party, it'll just soften that a bit with a color lifter as I do that. But I want I can fiddle with that once it's on my card. All right, so that guy will go on here. And then I'll put a sentiment. My previous card I didn't put a sentiment. I left it as is. It's stuck there. So you can decorate the outside and inside how you like. So then I will stick this on there. I love those. I haven't tried that combination together. I really like that those colors together. You like the blending of the colors? Thank you, Del. It's something that I really like to do. Coloring, I can mess around with colors for hours. I just relaxing for me. In hindsight, probably do this first because you're dealing with a curved edge there, but it can be done here. They're pretty together, those pebble part with those colors, a good combo. So, now for our inside, we've got our 3 trees, and I'm just thinking right now. So this is completely different to what I did earlier. So I'm going to bring in Pool Party. See, that Pool Party looks so nice on that. So we've got to use it again, right? Where is Pool Party? There it is. We'll mix Pool Party with some shaded spruce for these trees and blend the color. It's very rare that I use colored cardstock to die cut. I find it sometimes too strong, and I will always mix, like use white and blend the colors. That's just what I do. Um, I'm taking off my darker color, whatever I use this for. I don't even know. I gave some of my blending brushes a wash the other day. I had been using them for months and months and months. So I better wash them. And but I use them every day, so I kind of had to pick a day. I wasn't going to use some colors maybe, and then when you dry them, I just shake them vigorously and hope they dry. But as you dry them, make sure you squish them nicely on a paper towel, because the color is really, even though you wash them so well, the color is really deep set inside, especially the darker colors inside the sponge. So, and of course, this is not pure Pool Party because I obviously had some other color in there, but okay, it gives that blue tinge. Pool Party is one of my favorite colors, and I, I'm a pink girl, but I like Pool Party. Just a very, I think it's a very neutral color. Like if you find, it's like saying, oh, try black or white. If something doesn't work, try crumb cake, try Pool Party. It'll pretty much go. So just with a light touch, just go. That's a bit of shaded spruce. Let's say I like shaded spruce, but I don't use it a lot. Now maybe it's a fairly stronger color, and maybe that's why. It's like a nice cool green, Christmas green. All right, so we've got our 3 trees. We've got our bird. Oh, we need our house. So we'll keep. So this one is from the Ring with Nature stamp set. It doesn't have this particular image does not have a die. I just prefer to stamp it separately and cut it. I'm cutting along the lines. I just thought it created this nice scene, having the house and the trees and the bird. You could do the truck image. I haven't tried one with the truck yet. I'm going to go straight down there for ease. It's a pretty easy image to cut out. All right, done that. I'm going to find the other little die cut I had. Goodness. So for this, I'm just going to glue, just put a bit of glue, just dot some glue and stick it down. Tweezers help if you want. We have those reverse tweezers which come with the embossing additions toolkit. So just let that sit for a sec. That will be fine. That and this. Okay, so this is what I die cut using a die from the Seaside Bear dies, which is this one. Okay, so you cut one, you can use two sections, so that's what I used, and just to give some landscape, a bit of landscape look to it. So we'll bring this in on the other side. I like to put that on the middle. You could measure, eyeball it. And I don't add too many dimensionals because this one already has quite a lot of stuff going on here. I did add one on one of the trees, but basically I just left it as is. Let's see. So maybe one tree there. And one guy here. Make sure that it's the right way around the cut. Imagine if the bird was on the back or something. And I'll put the trees at the back maybe. So I put two there and one here and the house in the front. You can do more. But I'm just going to stick that down there. And kind of, I'll stick one down and I'll pop the other tree on dimensionals. Just for something. I'll put him a bit higher and this one a bit lower. I don't even need one. I've got to remember to show you the other cards I've made. I'm famous for saying, oh, I'll show you the cards I've made, and I forget. I'm a classic. So that's the inside, right? Now, we put a sentiment, I think. It needs a sentiment. I'll show you what I have done without a sentiment. I'm trying to pick a sentiment. We've got those all. Something like that would be simple. We could do that in what would be nice? Nice and pebble pot we'll go with. Keep it neutral. I thought blueberry bushel, but it might be a bit loud. Not that it's a strong color, but it's just might be just that bit extra. Where did I put my pebble pot? I was just using it. Does this happen to you? Like you just use it and it's like goes missing? It happens to me all the time. I'm thinking, what on earth? Here we are. All right, pebbled path. And then we could use maybe the decal rectangles, which I'll pull out. That might be a bit simple. Not too song. Yeah, that's a good one. The best thing I did, I was arranging and I moved the dies right onto my desk. Best move ever. I can just pull dies as I need. And I can see what fits and things like that. Feels like Sunday today, I don't know. It's strange. I'm glad it isn't. Means I have one more whole day of holidays left. It's struggling because it's going uphill. I had it on a pair of scissors. All right. All right. So we can put this here, just like that. I think it just keeps it nice and simple. And then we can add some bling of some sort. I know the one I'm thinking of adding could even, there's a pretty one with the blue, I think that bluish color. I don't know the names of all of them. I'm thinking. I don't know whether that'll go. Yeah, that might be nice. This is called the Tinsel Gems 3-pack. There's a 4-pack as well. This is the 3-pack. That might be even called Cabana, that one. I'm not sure what color that is, but I think it looks nice. Okay, so that's, I think, done. You could add linen thread, would be a nice touch to that as well. But that's the card. Let me know what you think. So and that opens up like that. Now you can embellish more if you like, and add more little elements there. I will show you the other one I made with the same paper, with the same pack of paper. So this is similar, just different background paper. Thanks, Delani. Like it. So this is, okay, I'll show you a comparison. Same colors, but I added more. I think this guy had a bit more I put Misty Moonlight on this bird. It's a little bit different. I haven't put a sentiment yet on this one, but, and that's the inside of that. Right. So similar. This was the one I showed you earlier with the very cute bundle. I cut out the little bears and put some leaves, the trees from the designer series paper. Now here I have not put those designer series paper strips on the inside. I just put one on the front just to add the look of the night with the stars. And I blended some ink and added some embossing paste in here. Then I made another one with the very cute bundle again. I kept it very easy on the front, just cut out some DSP. Again, this was probably my first one where I kept it super simple, just some stamping on the front. Cut out the bear, cut out the gifts from the fussy cut the gifts from the designer series paper and stamped the tree. So just some variations there for you. Let me know what you like, what took your fancy. Was it the bears? Did you like the ones with the birds? I thought animal related kind of, but definitely different. What do you call moods? I would say that's more bright, and these are a bit more subdued. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you joined late, I did give measurements at the start so you could create along with me. So go back, watch it, and I'd love to see what you make. I will be back on Wednesday with my Facebook, my regular Facebook Live, and look forward to catching up with you then. Thank you for joining me on a Saturday night. The one with the misty moonlight, you like this particular one? I think, yeah, that's it adds a little bit extra, doesn't it, with the misty moonlight? Yeah, I did like that. The combination, it just goes well. But thanks for joining me, everyone. I appreciate your time. Have a great rest of the weekend, and I'll catch up with you next week. Bye-bye.